Yeah, I'm good.
All right.
What's going on? Barbershop in the house.
Yes. What's up, everybody? This is Barbershop BA. This is episode number 7.
Número 7 for our Spanish viewers.
Right. And to my right, we got...
Hey, man, it's the hustle. It's the Phil Morgan in the house.
Smooth. And over here, you got Larry Ewings, a.k.a. Ep.7, the man, the myth, the legend. Whatever's provocative right
Whatever
here, baby.
Does it for you.
Hey, we're missing our good friend Bryan Murphy. He should be showing up in a little bit, so if you see him pop in through the video, that means he came to work.
That means he's here.
Finally,
The miracle.
We've been loving the elbow room. We've been loving the elbow room.
Nice, man. This is nice.
Yeah, it just feels good to flex and not bumping into each other. I got this buff guy right here.
Dude. Hey, speaking of bumping, I went to the Ep.7 concert last week, and it was off the hook, man. It's off the chain.
Oh, word.
I want to give you a little bit of respect on the mic. You little shout out to Ep.7, your alter ego, man, because you was doing it.
Yeah.
No,
it felt good, man. It's like I said, it's been probably over a year since was able to rock the mic like that. And all of that old stuff just comes right back. You know what I mean? And even though I was a little winded, and everybody knew I was winded, and I told them I was winded.
I ain't never been to a concert where the dude on the mic had to say time out. Let me catch my breath.
Time out. Flag. That's a flag right there. Don't ever do that. Don't ever do that. 10-yard penalty.
So, that was hilarious. But it was good to see you, man. I know you wasn't in mid-season form, but you remembered all the words.
Yeah.
You got the crowd moving. You had us doing the wave, raise the roof.
That's what true MCs do, man. That's how we rock it, man. So, crowd interaction, I think that's the most important. If you can relate to the crowd and you get their listening attention, it makes it fun for everybody, man.
Yeah.
The one thing I hate doing is going to a hip-hop show and all you're doing is watching. All you're doing is looking, and it's boring. And there's no interaction. It's just some dude with a big ego thinking he's super dope, right? But as opposed to, let me go somewhere. Are they saying something? Are they getting me involved?
Yeah.
Am I having a good time?
Right.
Do I even relate to any of this? Right? I wasn't blinged out. I had nothing, and I think that's representative of the crowd. We were just hanging out. Yeah, it was good, man. It was real hip hop, man. So
it was
cool,
good, man. So that was a small town society in Castro Valley. Give them a shout out too. I mean, it was legit. It was fun.
Yeah.
If you guys get a chance, check it out. Hit them up on
Instagram. Yeah. Hit them up on it's Small Town Society. You can go find them on Instagram, Facebook. During the week, also the cool thing is they do this thing called a lab.
Okay.
And if you're a poet, if you're emceeing, if you do any type of music, and this doesn't have to be hip hop. You could go over there during the week and you could perform. And there's just folks just chilling, hanging out, and you get to do your stuff. And, if you want feedback, they'll give you feedback. If you just want to practice and perform in front of folks, they're there. So it's the lab. I believe it goes on every Thursday at Small Town Society in Castro Valley, right next to Trader Joe's at 7 o'clock. So,
yeah. Be there.
Yeah.
So, great. So we do a little recap on your show, man. Thought I'd give you a little shout out.
Boom.
I want to give a shout out to all the moms out there. We just had Mother's Day.
Yes.
We would not be here without you. We love you guys. You guys are the best. So what did you do? How did you celebrate Mother's Day on your end? What did you do?
Yo, so my mom came down from Salinas. So Salinas, California is kind of in between like Gilroy and Monterey.
Lettuce capital of the world.
Yes,
right?
lettuce capital of the world. Yep, super thug over there. So anyways, my mom came, drove all the way down. Hung out with the family, and that in the evening, I whipped together one of my greatest meals, man. I did filet mignon, garlic mashed potatoes, and some steamed broccoli. Man, we had a good time. It was really good. We feasted, finished up those plates. I probably had 3 plates while they ate 1 plate.
Yeah.
And
so... I thought we were working on that, man.
I'm sorry, man.
We got an image to uphold.
I know. You're right. Wait till the summer, yo. Wait till you see your boy J7 in the summer,
Don't
man.
hold your breath, people.
One day in the show watch. No shirt during the show.
Okay. We're looking for more views.
We're going to attract views. How about you, man? What'd you do for Mother's Day?
Man, I Mother's Day weekend is a blast. I think it had so much fun because I had so much fun celebrating the mothers. You know what I mean? With my wife.
Yes.
Shout out to my beautiful wife Shalise, my mother-in-law Stacy, my Grammy. It was just surrounded by aunts and cousins, and it was a lot of fun. I was in the barbecue.
That's right. You hit me up, and you like so last minute, man.
Oh wow, okay.
You know,
anyway,
I appreciate that.
I got no invite for the filet mignon at your place.
That's from my mom's, man. If you want that filet mignon, man, I got you, bro. I got you.
Father's Day's coming up.
Oh, there you go.
Right. So yeah, I was on the barbecue all day, from like 2 p.m. to like 11 p.m. But it was fun.
Yeah.
You know, I barbecued chicken, beef ribs, pork, hot links, oysters. Went to town, and you know.
Now, if you would have put that in the text message, I would have been over there.
Right.
2 seconds.
See, you gotta read between the lines. But you know what's cool about moms is like every mom there was like, you know, what can I do to help you? Been on the grill for something. Look, relax. It's your day. I was like, you just chill. And I think it's this instinct, man. It's second nature, and.
Yeah, moms always want to serve us and help us. I'm like, y'all don't even get up. Don't even look at the mess over there. Let me deal with that.
Let me deal with that. And it was good. It was a good time. The kids were running and playing everywhere. You know, shout out to Edis too. She let us use her beautiful home to do it in. So it was. I think in my eyes, it was almost perfect, man.
That's cool, man.
It was almost perfect. The church on Sunday, beautiful service, and it was good. It was a good time.
It's cool. I mean, do you find joy like in serving, like when you're cooking out on the grill? Because I know when I cook or when I have people over, I love serving other people.
Yeah.
Like I love seeing people happy. I like seeing them with a plate of food in their hand, or a drink, or just conversating, having a good time, laughing. It makes me feel good, man. So I mean, do you feel like that when you're on the grill?
Dude, yeah. My Aunt Bridget said to me, she's like, you know, Philip, you know, this might be. It feels like this is therapeutic for you. And when she said that, I had to kind of think back and I'm like, you know what? I think you're right, because I just like it. You know, I like to see people bite that first bite, and that look of satisfaction on their face, and either a thumbs up, or you know, the pat on the back, or they bring you an extra beer or something.
Yeah,
Here's a shot. You know what I mean?
Yes, yeah.
You're doing a good job. So I was like, okay. So it was good, and you know, I do get satisfaction out of it. I think the preparation, the serving, and the satisfaction is all beautiful. It's all the time.
Yeah, there's something definitely about serving. So I know this is not just about us. If you're out there and you get the opportunity to give, I know back in the day I used to volunteer a lot at soup kitchens and things like that to feed others, or just to hang out and just to be around folks, and it feels good. You know what I'm saying? And that's something I've kept in tradition of what I do every single year. That's what we do. You know, when I'm in youth work, so I'm serving kids every day, but when you get to go beyond that, beyond what you do in the norm, and you're still giving in a way, whether it's you're feeding the homeless, you're clothing them, or it just feels good, man.
It does. You know, we did that. We attempted to serve when we could at the I think it was a shelter. Yeah,
we did abode services. And I think that's actually how we start to get to know each other. I think it was fresh for us, right?
It was.
We didn't know who we were.
Fresh new thing, and I think Larry and I were responsible for a side to serve, and literally no one showed up.
Not one person.
Not one person. And so we were like, maybe it's us. You know, I don't know, but we were there. We're there to participate, and I would encourage folks, like, even if no one shows up, or you know, you're still feeling a need. You know what I mean? Maybe not every time you go, someone's going to need what you have to provide. But I think if you're willing and you actually go out and do the action, a lot of people say, "Oh, I wish I could do this." I'm like, what's stopping you? Like, really, what's stopping you? And at the end of the day, if you really think about it, nothing, because whatever, you know, we're just wired differently, right? If we want to do something, we'll do it. I mean, you'll find a way. If I want to play video games, you know, I'm going to play video games. Yeah. So I think if you really have an urge to serve, you know, satisfy that need and go do it. You know, hit us up. What we have many things that we participate in and we contribute to that could help the community, and we would love to have you guys with us and to be part of that service. Yeah,
a real important word for me is like the word impact. Right, when you make an impact, it's by the things that you do. It's not just by the things that you say. It is impactful with our words when we're encouraging, when we're stepping to the plate, or we're backing somebody up, or we're encouraging, whatever all that is. But it's also important when we actually, our hands or feet are doing something, and we're doing something for somebody else other than ourselves, and leaving an impact, especially in our communities that are struggling that have so much need. It's important that we all give back in a way. We have to recognize, a lot of us, we've been from tough places. We've had nothing in the past, and now we're at a place where many of us are comfortable, and we figured about where we were when we were struggling and what that felt like. So never forget what that is. Always find a way to make an impact. Find a way to give back. Take advantage of opportunities and help someone else out. So that would be my 2 cents on that.
I like that. I think that ties into what we spoke about last week with, inspiration. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So inspire, serve, make an impact, done deal, call it a day.
Yep.
So I think that's great. Man, Dub Nation.
Dub Nation in the house, baby.
Talk about impact.
Come on now.
Dubs, man. They're about to tip off relatively soon here. Who you got in this series, man?
Well, 100%. We got these guys right here. The Dubs all the way, man. The Rockets are going to be a tough opponent.
That is a tough contest.
It's a tough opponent, but it's a worthy opponent too, I think. So, man, Dubs just need to come to the table and just be who they are. We need to press them on D, be aggressive on offense. I think we're going to be good.
Aggressive. Be
aggressive.
Hey, be
aggressive.
Be aggressive. Right, that's our tip for the Dubs, man. Be aggressive out there.
Yeah.
Hold your own.
Yeah. So Steph Curry, come on. We need you to step up to the plate, man. We need you to go out there. We need you to control the ball. We need to limit the turnovers, man. We don't have to overthink things. This other team likes to shoot threes. Yeah. They don't like to play D. They just want to run up and down the court. Y'all know, come on, Dubs. Y'all know you can run the court with these guys, no doubt. There's no one else who can do it better than you guys. We believe in you 100%. So go out there. Every one of you guys, KD, Draymond, Clay, McGee, Iguodala, all you guys, man. Come on, the Hampton Five. Right? Come on, let's do it. Let's go out there and let's win one for the Bay Area. Let's take it home again. Come on, man. Let's show people what we're made of. Because we know on the other side, we got LeBron and the Cavs, man. They're hungry.
Yep.
They're hungry, and they want it this year. And I guarantee you this. You know what? If LeBron gets himself into this championship series with the Dubs and he wins, we're talking about like legacy here.
Yeah,
we're
he's
talking
fighting
about
for a lot.
So, Dubs, we can do this. We can hold on that legacy for a little bit longer.
Yeah. I think with the Warriors, man, it's so crazy to watch a whole area, right? A whole population get pumped up for this game.
Right.
At work today, I'm seeing Warriors jerseys everywhere, and them mugs ain't cheap, so you don't see me wearing one. But I'll rock a T-shirt. I'll rock a Warriors T-shirt for sure. Mm-hmm. But I'm pumped. I'm not a big basketball fan. Like I don't follow him like that. My boy Robert Perez, shout out to him. He's a big Warriors fan. He lives in Austin, Texas right now.
Oh, well,
no, San Antonio. San Antonio.
Oh,
so he's in Spur country. But he's a huge Warrior fan. I know he's representing. I know they be hating on him out there, but
well, I hear it's tough to even get like Houston fans to a game. For real.
Really?
Yeah. They were talking about that earlier before. It was like an hour before the game. Over here, hour before the game, we're sold out. We're packed. Over there was like nobody there. They're saying like no one's here yet.
That's like Miami, isn't it? Miami games, you be looking, and unless it's the finals, the seats are empty. The T-shirts all draped over the seats.
Right. Now, when it comes to football, it's a whole other story, right?
Yeah.
So that's. Yeah. I don't know why it's like that, but come on, Dubs. Let's bring this home. Let's win one for your folks over here.
So who's a key player in this series for you on the Dubs?
Oh man,
key player. Who's got to show up? Let's say a key player and maybe a surprise player.
Well, okay, key player is Draymond Green.
Okay.
His toughness on defense, and if he can limit his turnovers, he turns the ball over quite a bit.
Yeah.
When he thinks he has to do too much, if he could just facilitate, do the things they do, be confident with his shot, I think that's number one key for us. Next person I would say would be KD. If KD has the ability to take over a game, but if he's just isolating all game, and if he's not getting other people involved, that's when we struggle the most. He can have 50 points and we still lose the game.
That's true.
So if he can distribute the ball, but be who KD is and be aggressive as he is, I think we got this in the bucket.
I'm looking at the bench to show up this series, man. I think if the Rockets, come and decide to play some defense and they shut down a couple main players like your Curry, your KDs, your Clays. If Clay's hot and cold to me. Mm-hmm. He's not a consistent player, but we're going to need everyone else to step up.
I digress.
We need everyone to step up. So the bench, come on, Warriors bench. Shout out to you guys. Let's get it going, Dub Nation. Let's win game one.
Yes, sir.
What do you think Warriors take it in how many games?
I say they take this in 4.
In 4.
Yeah, man.
4 games. They've been winning the no. Sweep. Wow.
Taking it 4.
That's
Sweep, baby.
confidence, man. Okay.
That's fine. That's my boys.
What you got on that?
Yeah.
What you willing to wager on that?
Oh, don't. Right now we struggling a little bit with the pocketbooks.
Oh, I'm talking about. I'm about.
You know what?
Chest.
A burrito. I bet a Cali burrito for you. How about that?
I was gonna say some push-ups, but I know you don't like doing
Oh
push-ups.
man, how many push-ups you want?
For a sweep? Man, if they sweep, I'll do 100 push-ups.
Ooh.
But if they don't sweep, you gotta give me 50.
Easy.
No, 50 good ones.
No, see, look, we've been over this before. Y'all who seen this before,
here we go, man.
Y'all seen real push-ups. All right, I admit you did good push-ups.
I got the video still.
We got the video. But if you compare Brian's push-ups to my push-ups, I'm a lengthy dude.
First of all,
right?
Brian's a senior
Hold
citizen,
on.
man.
I'm a lengthy guy, right? I have long arms, and you know what I'm saying, like a half. I'm going way.
Where you going with
I'm
this?
going way deeper down than he is ever going.
Man.
I'm pushing back. Come on, man.
That's, I don't know.
All right. Well, you know what? Let's not even wager. Let's just, man. At some point, you want me to bust some push-ups? I will.
Okay.
On,
if they sweep, I'll do 100. If they don't sweep, you owe me 50. Let's leave it
all
at
right,
that.
fine.
I think it goes to Game 6. I think it's gonna be a good series.
Yeah.
Yeah, because NBA's gotta get their money, so they don't want nobody to sweep. Right. So I think it's gonna be good. Oh man, so Dubs, we talked Mamas, man, media. We talked about. If you didn't catch it, check out our prior YouTube video on the Childish Gambino.
Yes, sir.
And we wanted to kind of highlight just the distraction of media these days and how we can get caught up in all the hoopla that they throw at us because they're sometimes for a long time they were the only source of news, whatever mattered. They were the source, so we had to trust, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. And here's what concerns me, man, about media and all that stuff. So like one thing, I have kids too, right? I have a 17-year-old and I have a almost 5-year-old. And my oldest son, he's playing video games. He's always on his device. He's watching Netflix. That's the way he's doing constantly. If he's not doing anything else, he's doing that. I ain't seen him in the books. As much as I like to see him in the books, I'm not trying to hate, but he is constantly on these devices. And then it influenced my younger one, who to get enticed by that, to watching them play video games, and then he wants to be on the tablet, watching video games on the tablet. And I always have to tell him, okay, you need a break from that. In fact, we're gonna break on that the whole day.
Yeah.
I need you to go play something. I need you to go run around. I need you to go do something. And so, we're pretty much monitoring our kids a lot. But I can imagine there are just kids out there that they're not getting monitored, right? Or they're kind of just doing whatever they want. I mean, they are slaves to the technology. And man, let's just be honest. In a way, I'm kind of a slave to technology. Based on what I do, right? Being an artist and doing a lot of the video stuff that we're doing, but it's in a different way where it's like that doesn't control my life though. I don't need this phone to control my life.
Right, to be happy, right?
Right.
To find happiness.
But there's people that they can't leave their phone alone for 2 seconds because they feel like, and it feels like, yo, I just lost the treasure. I lost the treasure, right? I lost a pot of gold because I can't find my phone no more.
Everything's on there,
man.
Everything I know is on there. All the pictures of my life,
and
everything.
And I get it though. It's what the computer is able to provide. It has all the information, but even that can be construed so much. When we say, I did that, I did research. No, you didn't. No. Just because you Googled, right? And no diss to Google, and no diss to. And just because Wikipedia says whatever, that doesn't mean you researched, and that doesn't mean you even have the right information. So let me set the record straight. Now I'm on my pedestal right here. Okay, Wikipedia has a lot of information, but it is not 100% accurate. Right. Period. There's actually a show out there. I believe it's a YouTube show where they actually talk to artists about what it says on Wikipedia, and they ask him whether it's true or not. And this goes for artists or actors or whatever, and they go through the list, and half the time, half of it's right and half of it's wrong.
50-50.
50-50, something like that. Or some of it's just outrageously wrong, and they're like, that I don't know where they got.
They debunk them.
Right.
That's funny.
So don't use Wikipedia as a credible source. You can use it for a general source of information, but definitely not something. Oh, look who walked in the room right now. What the sexy looking beard.
The skies opened up and the sunshine beamed down.
There was a different presence in the room, y'all. I felt
it.
I don't know, it was static, the Holy Spirit.
Let's go with the Holy Spirit.
What's up, Pastor?
What's going on, fellas?
How you doing, man?
I'm good. I'm good.
You had to pick up the beard a little bit before you came in.
I like it. I like it.
Makeup took a little longer than expected, huh?
You know.
It's funny. Well, welcome, man.
Sexy's back in.
Oh, there it is. Ratings are gonna skyrocket from here. The ratings are gonna go through the
Oh,
roof.
heck yeah. Thank you, man.
What's the word? What's the word? What's the word today?
So, man, we talking about right now. So we covered Mother's Day.
Okay.
We covered the Dubs. Larry thinks they're gonna sweep in 4. Which, if they don't, he owes us 50 push-ups.
Oh, not the push-ups.
Yeah. He said yours are pretty garbage.
Here we go.
And then right now we're talking about, catch you up a little bit. We're talking about just media and how it can pull us in many directions and distract us from our day to day. What kind of impact it has on us as a society. So Larry just went on a tangent about Wikipedia.
Soapbox.
PBS.
Like, I mean, and you can relate to this,
like
Brian.
PBS?
Huh?
You said PBS.
Wikipedia.
Oh, Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Oh,
It doesn't even sound like
PBS.
PBS.
PBS is what, Channel 9?
I don't know.
You know what?
KQED?
When he wears his hearing aid and the headphones, it's muffled.
Yeah.
We're gonna get on you today.
No, you can relate to this, Brian. Like, when people say, hey, yo, I researched that.
Right.
And we were joking around. It's like, just because you put the word and you Googled it, and it popped up on Wikipedia or whatever the first 2 sites were, that's not called research.
Not research, right.
That's not thorough research. And in fact, scholastically, when you actually go to school and you have to work on papers in college, they actually limit your sources that you actually can use on the computer. Meaning, you could use maybe 2 websites, maybe at that, and maybe find a couple other articles. But the rest of it, you have to search like databases that actually have real articles written by real authors, read by real people.
Right.
And this is via internet, but it's a whole nother level. It's the equivalent of going to the library, taking a book out, and getting the information from there. So we're not dissing media, we're not dissing the internet or anything like that per se. But it's just like, we're talking about the things that are wrong with me, how it controls our young people, sometimes how it can be controlling to us, and then we misconstrue a lot of things as far as research, because the computer has so much information. We think just because we typed it up, that's how it's all there. I often argue with my son. He's like, well, this person is the most popular, whatever. I was like, how do you know that? Well, I just know that. I go, don't just tell me you know that. Like, go look it up. You have the computer. Do a little bit more research. And he'll usually research it. And the first thing that pops up, he'll read it. I go, you know what? that still doesn't convince me. And they still think I'm crazy because I'm old school. Right. It's like, yo, you can't just tell me the first thing that popped up. Like, give me a little bit more information. What source did that thing come from?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think with media, you can't just sit there and just absorb everything that's coming to you, right? I think you have to strategically use the media for what you want to use it for, So like, what do you use media for the most? Whether it be social media, internet, newspaper. I mean, what sources do you use the most?
Yeah, I mean, I think I think it's what Larry's saying is real. I mean, information is just information, right? You got to make sure it's valid, real sources. And so, I'll use it. I use it a lot for sermons. I use it a lot for just trying to figure out what's going on in people's lives, what's the current latest opinions or trends, just to try to figure out what other people are being influenced by. Because I think, like you said, I think a lot of people, reality is defined by technology for most people. So whatever is the latest show, whatever is the latest hit thing, the newest trend is what people really feel like is reality. And so I'm trying to tap into what people are really being influenced by, and just so I can get a feel for what the times are.
That would be a great tweet, man. Right? When he just said, "Don't let media define your reality." Man, we're going to tweet that one later on because, I mean, that is, I mean, B comes up here and he already has the quotables going,
Yeah,
man.
he's ready.
You know, we know the first thing he looked at on the internet today was how to make my beard sexy.
You know,
come on now.
That's DNA.
He's just born with it. That's
you
know what.
That,
now is that Big Bang Theory?
my first
Was it by
period.
accident?
You know, this is the first one.
Really?
Oh yeah, my wife just gave me the green light, so I'm just.
Oh.
This is my. It's trying. And now
I can't wait.
I can really. Style,
I can't wait.
Style. Yeah.
I can't wait.
Yeah. I'm not going full Rick Ross. I won't be full Rick Ross.
Okay.
But,
Okay.
You know, I think a little. You know, we're getting close. Get some style
Hey,
options.
what was? We were watching a preacher, Steve something.
Yeah.
Steve Furnick or something like that.
Yeah, Steve Furtick.
Oh, Furtick. You
Yeah.
ever heard of this guy?
I heard his name.
He's a young cat.
Yeah.
And we were watching his stuff on YouTube. I mean, he's a dynamic speaker, no doubt. But we watched him in his younger years, and he didn't have this beard. In fact, he wasn't cut up as his frame wasn't as cut up either.
That's him in the beginning.
But he was still a dynamic speaker. And we looked at his views. Right now,
That's
look.
him now.
Right now in the views, you see 34,000.
34,000.
But why? But if you look at his new,
1.2
if you
million.
look at his new look with this, he has his full beard.
Right.
I mean, he's a little yoked now. I mean, his head is gigantic with his neck.
You have that
Yo,
shirt.
from that point on, his views have jumped up.
Skyrocket. Yeah.
So,
But
like-
he's just kind of skinny.
So what this means for you, B, is that yo, people are gonna start coming to this church, man. You start growing out that beard.
It's about to blow
You
up.
you might shave that top of the
I
head,
might
man.
do that. I might do that. I might
Man,
full cube.
Come
but, you know,
on.
I stick at the fro.
there you go.
You know, I'm gonna rock it while I can.
Just hit the weights, a couple days a week. That might help.
But this is a whole nother subject right here. But isn't it weird
It's weird.
how you can look at a guy and you're like, I don't know if I want to watch this.
Yep.
Like I like listening to him, but I can't really look at him.
And that's media. It's an image thing.
Yeah, and then you look at the other one. He has a full. I actually relate because I got a beard, right? And he looks
style
a
now,
little
it's different.
he looks a little tougher, right? It's
Look,
like
look.
like more, it's a little bit more masculine. So I'm watching it now. I'm listening, and now I can dig it. But
Yeah.
before, I couldn't.
Where is he at? Texas?
And I think it's in
North Carolina, right? Yeah,
So that's the impact of media. I think if you
it's a trip, right?
if you look the current trend, you might have more avenues of success portrayed. Because everyone's into this media, like you said. What's the current? What's the norm? If you're super into the media, that's what you're about. Like I'm not gonna lie, my wife helps me pick up my clothes because I'm not in the media. I don't know what's going on. If I could have, I'd wear a business suit every day because I feel like that's what looks good all the time. Like that trend hasn't changed, but she's like, babe, you can wear that to. I'm like, oh yeah, what's wrong with this? She's like, there's too much going on. And I'm like, okay, so we go to the mall or whatever. She helps me out. I mean, she hooks me up. So it is what it is. So
Yeah, I mean, dude, you know what? You would be good at Burlington, man. Burlington, or even, you know what? Even if you want to take one thing that I've learned over the years, like I've stuck to Burlington because they got a lot of comfortable stuff and it's really cheap, but also the cheap doesn't last very long.
Right.
It fades out real quick. What I found out now, Nordstrom Rack is like
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Nordstrom Rack is
They
the
got good stuff.
balance with the decent prices with
shout out.
still brand name.
Is that a new sponsor? We got a
Sure.
Nordstrom Rack sponsor.
Nordstrom Rack, if you want to sponsor Barbershop, man, we put you on the spot, man. But this is what I've learned. This is life experiences, right? That, you know what, if I could go there and they have quality stuff and actually lasts longer, it feels better. Yeah, I'm paying a little bit more, and yeah, I'm a cheap dude because I'm on a budget. But you know what, I could go to Nordstrom Rack and make it work.
yeah,
You get what you pay for, though, man. Quality's real.
For sure,
That's true.
for sure.
That's true.
Quality's
You're right. So Nordstrom Rack, shout out. Hook your boy up. Give me a gift card, 10%, family and friends discount. What you got? But yeah, media. That's crazy. So I'm glad that we were able to touch about some few topics about media. You brought a good word, and I think you talked about some good things with the Wikipedia. So don't be fooled, people. Do your research. Check your sources. Media isn't all what's cracked up to be. Even people on Instagram or Facebook, they have all these filters. And I watched someone do a video on how to look buff, and I was like, that is crazy. He's like, you just wear smaller shirts, and I'm like, okay. I mean, if that's what you're going for.
I saw this thing that it was like people working out and the weights are fake. Have
Yeah,
you seen
fake
that?
weights.
Yeah.
I've seen fake weights, and it's crazy. I watched a whole bunch of videos of fake weights, and a guy actually, we'll wrap this up soon, but there's a
Fake
guy
weights.
who goes around and debunks them. He invites them over. Say, oh, I seen you did like 900 pounds or whatever. Here, let's see if you can do it again. they get all types of pissed off, like whatever, and they try to do it, they fail, and they're like, oh, I trained this the other day, and I'm like, ah. But yeah, fake weights, man, it's real.
Fake weights. All right. Good thing you didn't say shake weight. Remember shake weight?
You Somebody told me that's a real workout. That is real. Was that you?
No, heck no. What you talking about? What you talking about?
Shake weight?
Shake weight looks like a dumbbell, but you hold it like this and you go like this. It's terrible.
Isn't that the one that it's battery operated and it shakes by itself?
I hope not. I hope not. If it's battery operated, then
you just hold it and it moves.
Oh my gosh. And people are flexing their holders.
That's what I'm saying.
That's that battery part. You gotta shake it.
No, you holding it and it's shaking by itself.
No, this is not working for this guy. This is not doing anything for you.
This guy's all oiled up.
It just does not look right, y'all.
Yeah, that's
all right.
That's pretty wild.
Yeah. First time, look, that's 2010.
We gotta overlay that in case people don't see. We gotta put that clip.
Yeah, that's
no,
funny.
Then we get in trouble by
Shake weight?
YouTube.
Oh, yeah, so if you guys get a chance, check out any type of shake weight video, and you'll crack up.
Yeah. Hey guys, do us a big favor, man. We've been putting these videos together. We've been putting a lot of work in, and we don't want to bombard you with a whole bunch of texts and emails. For y'all who've been following us so far, we want to thank you guys so much. But if you subscribe to our YouTube channel, you'll get all the videos. You'll get the podcast in full, straight to your phone. You'll get the notification. Unless you love it. You like us hitting you up and texting you all the time and giving you the link, that's cool too. But we want to build this following. We need you to help us to build this following. We want to take this to the next level, and we just need to get more listeners on board. We appreciate our current listeners right now, but share it with a friend. Yep. Share it with somebody. If you dig it, if you genuinely dig this, if you feel like this is a bunch of garbage and we're wasting your time, then obviously we don't want you to do that. But we appreciate everybody who's been following us. So go to YouTube, subscribe to us, get all of our content up on there, and every time we put something new on there, it'll go to your account automatically. Yep. You'll get it. Find us on Facebook at Barbershop BA and Instagram Barbershop BA. Follow us on Twitter at Barbershop Crew on Twitter, and we'll start to get a little bit more active on all those sites.
Any topics or people asking questions? What's the flow, man? We need some feedback too, right?
What
do y'all want to hear about? What's the burning issue? What do you want to hear real fellas having real talk about? What's on your mind?
Yep. And this includes the ladies too, man. If the ladies out there, yeah, come on now.
So we're gonna sign out. We got.
Oh, you want my name?
Yeah, that was. Okay, let's try it again. We're about to sign out.
Hey man, I got something to say.
Oh, what do you gotta say?
I had a tweetable.
Oh, okay. Tweetable.
Go ahead. Had a word, man. What y'all say about Mother's Day, man? Real quick, I missed that. Give me
that we love our mothers and we cook for our families.
Yeah,
and
that's cool.
Yeah. What'd you do?
Man, what?
What'd you do for Mama's Day?
Oh, we had some quality time.
Hey.
And,
Okay.
We're gonna work something else out on the back end.
Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Making up to do. Yep.
Okay.
So what's your word?
Wait, what's your word? Wait. What are you trying to do right now? What are you trying?
Hey man, so actually I was talking on Sunday. This really relates to what you guys were saying about. I think part of the reason that this whole media thing gets us twisted is because it changes how we value people, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I was thinking about this, man. Even when we hollered about the Me Too thing a couple of weeks ago, about mothers, about this whole thing about womanhood. So I was talking about womanhood recently, and it just, I had this thought yesterday, that this whole thing that people now is like this whole movement about feminism and women's rights and women's value. And I think that's cool, right? But people act like that's something new, right? But I said, this isn't really feminism. This is biblicalism. This is what the Bible is telling us, that our real value comes in who God sees us as. I think that's quotable, right?
That's good.
Hella quotable.
Right? So it's nothing new, right? Nothing new under the sun. So I'm glad that society is catching up. But if we knew the word, if we knew what the word said about us, we'd already know we were valuable, because the one who makes value called us his. That's it.
See, that's why we need you, man. See, we out here.
A week off, that's good.
We blab and we talk and we do all this stuff. And he comes in, he says all the good stuff, and then
quote machines.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Anyways, y'all, we are Barbershop BA. All the way to my right, we have
Murphy.
Right here in my middle.
Hey, hostess with the mostest, Phil Morgan.
And I'm Larry Ewings, aka Jupiter 7, and we are out.
Peace.
Peace.